Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I'll be telling you everything you need to know before you fly the TinyHawk 2 for the first time. The first thing I want to go over are these mount screws for the camera. You want to make sure you take these out and put some super glue or Loctite on them because they will vibrate loose while you're flying or if you crash. I have super glue on mine and they work just fine. You can see that the camera still moves and tilts just like it's supposed to. The next thing I'll go over is this VTX antenna. When I got my TinyHawk, the VTX was stuffed down inside the drone housing, so I pulled it back and out a little bit for some better quality video. I'm also going to show you the bind switch right down here on the bottom of the drone. So this is the front of the drone. Underneath, on this side, there's a small switch right here where you can hit the switch with a small screwdriver to bind the drone to your controller. The last thing that I'll go over is these props must be checked for tightness before you fly. So all you have to do is push down right here. Sometimes you'll hear a click. Just want to make sure they're tight. Because when you lose a prop, it's not fun. You have to make sure you have them tightened before you fly. Now, the TinyHawk came with a USB charger. And as you can see here, it also came with one 1S battery and one 2S battery. I did buy some extra batteries. I recommend buying some because these batteries only last 2 to 3 minutes on average. I bought 5 1S batteries with mine, and they take about 45 minutes to charge on this charger. So, as you can imagine, it can take quite a while to get ready to fly. Emax also sells a charger like this that has 6 ports for 6 1S batteries. I have already purchased that, so it's something that I definitely recommend getting because you don't want to be waiting around for 4 hours just to fly 15 minutes. One thing you'll notice on this charger is it does have a switch on both of these spots. This is for high voltage, so if your batteries are high voltage, and the batteries that come with it, they are high voltage. You can see right here, HV. You want to make sure you're actually setting it to high voltage or you won't get as long flight time out of your battery. The other thing I'll mention is before you go out to fly, you want to make sure you download an app to make sure it's safe to fly in your area. There's an app called Before You Fly. You should check that app every time before you go in the air because even if you've been somewhere before and you know it's safe to fly in, there could be a temporary flight restriction in that area on that day. Finally, the last thing I'll mention is regarding the FPV goggles. I didn't realize this. It took me quite a few videos on YouTube until somebody actually mentioned it. These FPV goggles basically have a magnifying glass in them. So if they get hit by the sunlight on those lenses, even for a few minutes, it can burn out the screen on your goggles. So you always want to be careful when you're outside with your goggles, even when you're inside on your desk, that you don't let the goggles get hit directly by the sunlight. Either put them back in their bag, put them upside down, or hold them on top of your head, strapped on top of your forehead. Alright, now that we've reviewed the TinyHawk 2 and what it comes with, and what recommendations I make before you fly with it, let's check out some footage. I took it out to my local park and also flew it around my backyard. It's very fun to fly. I had a really good time flying it, and it's really hard to break. I crashed it a lot into trees and other hard surfaces, and there's really no physical damage to the drone. So let's check it out. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please share it with your friends. And if you want to get into first-person view quads, then the TinyHawk 2 is a great place to start. If you like my style, keep an eye out for more videos. My next goal is to build my own FPV quad that can support a GoPro and get some really awesome footage. Have a great day.